that you put together a petition to get people to sign. And what that petition needs to say is that any school that opens up come July 1st, 2013, 25%, 30% of the staff need to be Camden residents. And I believe the governor would be hard-pressed to push back on that, because just a year or so ago, he passed legislation that said in order to work in a public entity in the state of New Jersey, you have to live in New Jersey. And Fuentes didn't fight that. The other, Donald Norcross didn't fight it, and neither did Wilson. They voted yes for that legislation, that you live in the city of, that you live in the state of New Jersey if you want to work for the public. So why can't it be that you live in Camden if you're going to work in a school in Camden? That's right. And that improves the unemployment rate here in the city. So I think that that's a no-brainer. It needs to be done immediately. You need to push on those politicals that sit on that city council. You need to push on the mayor to move that legislation forward. And what are they going to say to the community? No, we don't want jobs in the city. No, the people we represent, they don't deserve to have a job here. Well, that's one suggestion that I have. And that doesn't address the question, I recognize it doesn't address the question of bringing in all the charters and what have you, but if those people, if those charters realize, well, I've got to hire 30% of my staff from the city of Camden, they may choose not to come. Or they may come up with some strategies on how to train people and prepare them for positions in their school system. And also they're your neighbors, and it will be easier for you to influence them rather than somebody who comes from someplace else, stays here, goes back, you know, gets their master's, gets their doctorate, doesn't stay, leaves and goes to Collinswood, Woodland, Cherry Hill, and spend the rest of their career. That's not right. So, I think that's something you need to think about. As far as the takeover, I want you to recognize that the language is different. If you were there and you heard the governor talk about, and his press release, talk about this takeover,